Okay, I just had a very deep heart questioning, and right in this moment, I've not long been awake, and I just needed to get this onto a video. So, as my husband went off to work today, as Daz went to work, I was standing outside with the dog. We were just throwing the ball and stuff around. I looked up at the sky and noticed just in the sky was lots of clouds and stuff, but a chemtrail, a geoengineering. Okay, now I try not to get involved in all that hoo-ha and put on my negativity and things like that on pages and stuff, but it just brought to mind, this is 2 days after we've had all the shootings here in Bondi in Sydney, and most Australians have been down there. Now, my heart just sank because I know since I was born, I've had a knowing that I'm here to be a seeder for humanity. I know that I hold a profound knowing of what humanity's here to do. Like a lot of people, it's not just me. I know I'm a starseed. I know that from a young age, I used to have, and still have, downloads, visions, dream work, dream light, all of those things, real-time visions, automatic hearing, automatic writing, all of these things that I've come to tune and know in myself as sixth sense, if you like, out-of-body gifts. Anyway, a knowing inside that I'm here to do a purpose that I never knew fully what the purpose was, but I knew it was to seed light. I speak light language. I'm a channeler. These are all things that I've worked out and tuned my energy form to do, to be able to bring light, firstly through myself, work through my own inner compasses, inner light, bring out that light, understand consciousness. This has been my life's work. Even though it's been on a quiet way of doing it, not just loud. I put out a few little videos here and there, but most of the time I keep to myself. I seed within to the earth where need be. I understand the profoundness of the energy that I emit. I start to become a beacon and a lighthouse. I understand it as a lighthouse that I'm here to seed. Many of us are. That's what I believe we're here. I saw from a young age that we were here, came in from a different density, different consciousness, different levels of consciousness. Blows the fucking mind apart when I think about it, and been always very hard to put to words, but a knowing, a deep, deep divine knowing that I'm here to do and to hold and anchor light. Find it within myself, alchemize it, allow it to flow through and anchor it to this earth so that others may do the same. Long, long journey. I've known this since I was young. Not really telling anybody, opening up to people when I felt the safety, I suppose, to do it through my own conditioning of not feeling enough, or what do I know. And these last few years, I've always known there's a threshold coming, not knowing what it is, profound dreams of water, profound shifts, changes within the sun, and I believe we're here. I don't know exactly when. I believe there will be big changes within the sun. I believe that water will rise again, take out different areas, flood through areas which we've had before. This is nothing new. there has to be destruction before there is creation in some respects, because this is a duality planet, that we see good, bad, black, white, good, evil. I understood deep within myself the compassion that needs to be held for others in times of hardship, not knowing, not understanding. Everybody will wake up in their own time. Their own DNA is seeded with this information, and you choose to step into this. There comes a profound time that through awakening up will happen. For me, it's been an organic, from a child, roll on, like another layer, like an onion skin. That's why I describe it as an onion skin. I got to the point, there's times where you just feel like you're fucking going mad, absolutely mad. Am I losing my mind? I've read different things by Dolores Cannon, watched a lot of, podcasts, listened to a lot of profound people talk about aspects of this. Some people will find sanctuary, I suppose, or answers within plant medicine. I have tried different plant medicines, and a lot of this stuff just comes to me organically. On my knowing, I believe my DNA is already, my pineal gland is already open, so everything flows through it freely, as a lot of people can do. Sometimes it takes sickness to open to these levels. I just know I've done this for many eons. Whether I've been here for lifetimes, I'm not sure. But the knowing deep within me, there's definite knowings, there's definite points, cross points within my life that I have undone another layer of the box, has opened up for me to understand. And I've done it generically, I've done it organically, I've tried to bring it authentically out, and some days are harder than others. The last weeks probably have been, this last week especially, has been probably one of the harder weeks. We've just had 2 days ago had the mass shootings here, random mass shootings in Bondi, killing many people through extremist, stupid fucking views, and someone just got up that day, thought they'd change the world in a negative way. Shocked me to my core to be the level of hatred and the level of nastiness that this man showed in his face as he pulled triggers on innocent people. I don't give a shit what religion you are. I don't give a shit what your beliefs are. If you're a good person, then show me your heart. Show me your heart. Hardest thing for me to do is have my own belief systems and live a normal, perceived normal. I could have gone and been the rampaging stupid woman years ago, the bird lady that's lost her mind, but no, I didn't. I chose to stand and find ways forward, learning different techniques for myself, and trying to get an understanding of what my mind and my brain and the universe was showing and telling me. Hard, fucking hard. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do was go through these many awakenings, but also too to be able to witness the compassion levels on the other side of it. Today, as I stood outside and watched as my husband went off to work, normal, beautiful man, beautiful heart, loved completely from that we both hold. Great life we have. Very, very grateful. Simple. We've let go of a lot of different things to be able to live a simplicity life, which is what I have been chipping away at for many years to do, told by guides to do it. When we lived in Wyong Creek, one day walked past plants and was told everyone has to go back simplicity was the words that I heard. From that moment on, I started to change. I found, techniques to try and tools for myself to build a life that was exceptional but simple. And for me to be able to see the profound amazingness that this life can bring us. Well, as I stood there today, randomly said goodbye to him, he pulled away, playing with the dogs, standing on my yard, in my, little house here in Urangan, Harvey Bay, Queensland. I looked up at the sky and saw just a chemtrail again. And I was taken straight to the moment of sadness, like I was yesterday with the shootings. Sadness of what the fuck are we doing here? Am I going mad? Is my belief system of this? So I questioned the universe. Question. Come on. What the fuck are we doing here? Is everything that I believe and I feel and that deeply believe to be true, heartfelt? Is it all a lie? Is this just another program? I just don't know. I asked for signs to be shown. What are we living in? Like if this is the case, and you've got governments and you've got archonic forces and you've got fucking extraterrestrial beings that want it back the way it was. My knowledge from many years ago was that there was a negative race of beings, off-planet beings that have embedded and their DNA has been embedded down the line. When they used to live here on the planet, there's enough history on this to know that it is available. They work through the different churches. They work through the different government sources, negative agencies within this world to form the pedophilia rings of the world, the corruption, the nastiness, the death, all those negative forces, the brainwashing that have happened, and all I've ever wanted to do is sit from the knowledge that I held. It was very much I know I'm here. I saw visions many early on that I was here. I saw what was like when I came and was seeded to this earth, I chose to come here to help humanity. I heard a call from the universe for any beings that wanted to come and plant and seed consciousness, light-filled consciousness. Doesn't give depth of what it was and it is to do this as a role. So be a starseed, we volunteered, and I knew from a very young age, from a child, talk to spirit. In my teenage years was when it started to come forward, and a knowing. And then looking into it, I nearly died when I was 24. And from that moment on, a little bit more of voices, things like that started to come in to know that I was here for a reason, because I could have gone at that stage. Okay, spirit voices all around me, being held in the body. I was told, it's not your time, you've got stuff to do. Okay, fair enough. If that's the case, I chose to be here. I still choose to be here. But fuck, lighten this up. I'm calling, I suppose, for an SOS to the universe, an SOS to source. I know the levels of existence that I've come from. I know what light. I speak light language. I understand the grid systems of this earth and the overlays that are there. I understand the profound light vibrations that I can seed and I have and hold and emit from my own being. These are the times that I call forward and I ask. I ask universe, I ask source. I call down the codes. for humanity to be able to lift. Feels like we're getting blanketed in such dense negativity. Very difficult to function. Very difficult to be able to be the beacon of light. Anchor this light. I call forward all the angelics. I call forward all the races, all the DNAs. I call forward all the intelligences. We need you. Everything is being done that can be done. Earth needs the change. We need light. I don't know where this is going to go, but the intention of this video is an SOS. Time. It feels heavy. We need light. We need all to come online that are available now. This wasn't just two people doing a job in these shootings. This is whole brainwashing, religious disorder that's crippling many. I call forth all light workers, all star seeds, all planet seeds. I call forth the angelics, all star races. Come. The earth needs you more now than ever. I know you hear me. I know you see us. Intervention. Show me the signs that something's going to happen. As a child, I was shown the vessel to the higher self, the column or the funnel, me coming through it and staying just here, not wanting to anchor on, knowing the density that this earth was, bringing forward and trickling through my light, not wanting to get trapped down here like many have. My role here is to anchor light, galactic frequencies, source vibration. No uia ka aya na ka aya mo o kia na la mo ko aya ka. I call forth the ancestry to come in, the guides, all of you into this one moment and anchor light now. I call for the platinum rays. I call for the aluminums. I activate all the crystal skulls. No e kaya lama o e a kaya sha lama ko o. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.